Nicholas McGowan, Managing Director of Digital Transformation at Guardian Industries, a global glass manufacturer. I have the data management team, and I also have global processes for sales and operations planning as well. When we think about sustainability, I think the important thing for us is that we connect with individual initiatives, that we know what we're speaking of, that we're not jumping out with what is an overly aspirational, but that we're getting down to very practical items and action, things that we believe will create value. That's the way we tend to look at it, is to not overreach, but try to stay very grounded in our approach. The role of technology in achieving sustainability starts for me with data. What you're really trying to get to is the point of transparency. We want people to be able to see as much as they can, or they want to, or they need to. You know, you're not trying to say, here's my strategy and everybody can go implement that, but you certainly believe in transparency as a company and transparency of your operations to the public. It's about having the information to show that you're actually doing what you say you're doing. Guardian on its digital transformation journey, I'm still going to call us early in the game, because I think it's not never ending, but a very, very long journey to get to where you're going to go. We have tried to break down the entire vision into pieces, and then there's still some parts of it that are yet to be defined. I mean, the future is unknown and unknowable, and so you have to deal with that reality that you can't predict everything. So we can look as far as we can see. Now, what we do know is that machine learning can be very viable. AI potentially can be very viable in terms of the use of technology, but all of this still starts with setting up a good base. When I think about what the work we're doing with Hexagon and EAM, we focused on the minimal amount of information we needed to operate the system successfully. We still have an objective of enriching that data, and then you can start to stick some level of analytical tool on top of that based on whatever you might need. I think a lot of people make the mistake of jumping to the concepts that sound cooler, and at the end of the day, they're not necessarily applicable to the point of creating value. Digital twins as a concept really have existed for a long time. What's important is that it represents kind of a facsimile of the object it's supposed to be. I can make a digital twin of a supply chain or a market. I can make a digital twin of an engineering application and/or a piece of equipment. All of those are different options, as long as they can give me a viable simulation, take into account information they're learning, and then continue to represent a viable reality. So when I think about the smart digital reality, I think about the picture of all of these things coming together. You can talk about the use of digital twins, you can talk about the use of data effectively, you can talk about the use of BI and analytics. For me, that's all there. You want people to want to work with you because you're better at what you do than others, or efficiency, that's another way of setting up some level of comparative or competitive advantage depending on what you're doing.